up, everybody? It's the Rottweiler Patriots. I'm Vegas.
And I'm T-Bone.
And we're coming at you with another video today where we're going to be doing our Week 5 power rankings. We're going to talk about who we think are the top 10 teams in the NFL headed into Week 5. And so we're going to start this list off at number 10, making their debut. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers off to a really good start, 3-1, coming off a win against the New Orleans Saints last year. They definitely are a team with some problems that they have to figure out. They're not perfect, but they've been pretty darn good. Their only loss coming to a good Eagles team. Baker Mayfield looking like he's having a career resurgence over there, and he's looking like he's having fun, making great connections with his teammates. Everything seems to be hunky-dory for him. So I couldn't be happier for him. I'm a big Baker fan, so good start for Tampa Bay, and they make their way onto this list. T-Bone, your thoughts?
I'm not a big Baker fan, but the numbers don't lie, and Baker is playing like a career high in most everything. Quite literally, I think this Baker would be what we would have seen 2 years ago with his arm, had it not been, and shoulder, had it not been for the Browns organization. He's playing crazy, man. And the coaching is mid, but I mean, he's doing good. He's getting 3-1. I mean, numbers don't lie. Look at the games.
I definitely got to give credit to Todd Bowles. He's definitely picked his game up a little this year. Still think Leftfoot should have gotten the job, but Bowles definitely ain't doing as bad as he did last year. Alrighty, and coming in at number 9, we've got the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens coming off of a blowout win over the Cleveland Browns, where they absolutely dominated them. They're also off to a pretty good start, 3-1. Injury bug seems to have hit them hard, but so far they've been able to fight through it pretty well. They've played some tough, resilient football. Their only loss so far has come to an underrated Colts team. We're playing better than anyone expected, and it took just a little bit of help from the refs. If it were not for some of the poor officiating, they probably would have won that game, and they'd be 4-0. So really like what we've seen out of the Ravens so far this year. Obviously, the injuries are still a massive concern for them, especially long-term. Are they going to be able to make a dent in the playoffs without some of their key pieces? We'll wait and see. But so far, they've played resilient football, all things considered. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Yeah, Vegas. I mean, despite the injuries, they are winning. They are trying to overcome all of these injuries, and they have been hit pretty hard. So, and it really is. It's some resilient football. Lamar's not playing his best, but he's playing quite solid. So we may see them win the North with how Cincy's playing.
Yeah. I actually think they probably will win the North right now. Cincinnati needs to pick it up, or they need to sit Joe Burrow until he's fully healthy. Cincinnati has not helped itself at all to start this year, and it's definitely helping out Baltimore. Full credit to them for the way they're playing. Alrighty, coming in at number 8, we've got the Detroit Lions. The Lions coming off of a blowout win Thursday night over their arch rivals, the Green Bay Packers. And they've had a good start to the year so far. Also 3-1. They control the North. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, all doing great things over there in Detroit. Plus, this week, Detroit gets Jameson Williams back from suspension. They cut his suspension by 2 games. So this is a Lions team that's been playing very, very well, and they're getting another star piece back. Their defense has also been pretty good. They've made the right moves this offseason to fix the obvious weakness on their team from last year. So full credit to them. They're playing really good football, and it's exciting to see what they're doing. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Yeah, Vegas, I completely agree. Really good on you for highlighting the fact that they are shoring up every problem they had from last season and just making sure it's not that big of an issue anymore. Jared Goff's playing some solid football, and it's just Dan Campbell, I love the coaching. Everything's coming together, and I mean, with how weak the North has been, if it keeps going that way, they absolutely are going to win it. They're just playing great football.
Yeah, I mean, doors wide open for them. It's theirs to lose. Only other team that I can see even remotely getting close is Green Bay. Both Minnesota and Chicago are playing poorly. And Green Bay, gonna have to step it up, especially after the way they played on Thursday. So, alrighty, up next we've got the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks coming off of a big win over the New York Giants on Monday Night Football, where their defense put on a masterclass. 11 sacks, 2 interceptions, 1 returned, 97 yards for a touchdown, and they made Daniel Jones' life miserable. Offense been looking pretty good, been inconsistent, didn't do too much against the Giants, but obviously didn't need to when your defense only allows 3 points. But their offense has had good games. Overall, Geno Smith looking pretty good. Looking like last year was not a fluke. And really also making Pete Carroll look like a darn genius. I'll say that much. In hindsight with the Russell Wilson for Pete Carroll is crazy. So, but everything going well for the Seahawks right now. They are a team that is rolling. Excited to see what they're going to do going forward. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Thanks, Vegas. Completely agree. Just completely agree. They are just a complete, full team. They've shored up all the problems that they had. Just everything, and despite injuries, they've had a couple of injuries too. But they're just playing good. Offense is a little inconsistent, you said, but I mean, really, that defense is coming in big. And Geno's currently, I believe, 4-0 to the teams that he's played that signed him. And then obviously left them. So it's just playing good. I don't know where the career resurgence came from. I don't know, but I love it. I love it. I love seeing it. And really, I thought Pete Carroll was going to be on the way out for a little bit last year before Geno really went crazy, like before the season started. But Pete Carroll's a genius. What can I say?
And it's looking like he don't want to retire either. He looks like he's having so much fun out there. And I like Pete Carroll a lot, so I'm excited to see him do well and enjoy himself. And we're excited to see what the Seahawks can do this year. They look like they can make a lot of noise. Alrighty, coming in at number 6, we've got the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs coming off of a bit of a scare against the New York Jets on Sunday Night Football. Got the win 23-20, but it definitely took some help from the refs. Full credit to the Jets defense. They're still one of the best units in the league, easily a top 10 defense, and Zach Wilson played very well, but Chiefs still able to get the win, and they're 3-1 so far, but they haven't looked quite as good as normal. There's just been something missing for them on both sides of the ball. Offense just hasn't been as dynamic. Defense hasn't looked as good, but they still got Patrick Mahomes, they still got Travis Kelce, they still got Chris Jones, and they still got Andy Reid, which means they're Super Bowl contenders. This is a team that could very easily flip a switch and go, and they could be the best team in the league. They have that potential, they just haven't played like it so far. So for that reason, they're back at number 6 at the moment. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Yeah, they certainly are contenders for as long as they have Pat, Trav, Reed, Jones, all that. But still, they've not been playing their greatest at all. So if they keep playing like this, they might win the West, but they may not make it far in the postseason. So they have to get their act together. But as long as they have those guys, they'll be contenders for a while.
Yeah, I will say the AFC is pretty wide open this year. A lot of teams not playing as well as we thought they would, so I don't know. We'll see how it all shakes out, but regardless, the Chiefs are still a very good football team and a team that not a lot of people want to play. Alrighty, coming in at number 5, we've got the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins coming off of their first loss of the season, which was a blowout loss to the Buffalo Bills. Didn't exactly come off of their 70-point game the way they wanted to. Bills able to shut them down, and their defense was not able to hold off Buffalo's offense. So definitely some concerns for them there. But divisional matchups, always going to be weird too, so you really and truly never know. But regardless, the Dolphins are still playing good football, and they're still a scary good football team. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Went from winning against the Broncos 20-70 to losing with a score of 20 in this Bills game. Kind of a shock. I thought they'd put up more of a fight, but oh well. It's the Bills. It's the East. East is pretty strong. So they're still a very, very powerful team and got a lot of plays that they can make. It's just one of those division rival games, like you said, Vegas. But I'm not too worried. They still have some of that defense. They still have Reek, so all that stuff.
Yeah, as long as the Dolphins are healthy, they are a contender. They're a force to be reckoned with, so we'll see how they bounce back from this one. It'll tell us a lot about them, I think. Alrighty, coming in at number 4, we've got the Buffalo Bills. The Bills coming off of a big-time win over the Miami Dolphins after a shock defeat Week 1 to the Jets. It's been all uphill ever since. 3 consecutive blowout victories, and they look like the team that everyone thought they were going to be. Josh Allen playing much better. The defense showing up, able to hold the Dolphins to only 20 points, and that is no mean feat. Full credit to the way Buffalo is playing right now. They're doing it all. They're making it look good. So, big win for them over Miami. And they're 3-1 to start the year. Just like every other team on this list so far. 4 through 10 are all 3-1. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Bills just played better than Dolphins that game. It hurts to see, but I mean, you have Josh Allen, just an absolute bulldozer. Solid defense and not a bad wide receiver core. You got Gabe Davis, you got Diggs, and they've shored up their running game. So now it's not just Devin Singletary and Josh Allen. So if they play like they did Week 1, they're definitely going to drop on this list. But if they keep playing like they have been for the past couple of games against bad and good teams alike, they are going to make moves, and it will be scary.
Completely agree. I will also say the game was in Buffalo, which is an advantage to the Bills because the Dolphins are a warm team, and Buffalo's never an easy place for anyone to play. So we'll see how the Dolphins bounce back on the return trip, but so far, Bills look like they may be the favorites to win the division as usual. Alrighty, coming in at number 3, we've got the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys coming off of an utter humiliation of the Patriots where they completely shut them down offensively. Their defense put up a spectacular performance with an interception return for a touchdown and a strip sack fumble returned for a touchdown, 38-3 over Bill Belichick's Patriots, the largest loss Bill Belichick has ever had as a head coach in his entire career. And they've bounced back from that Arizona hiccup really well, and they looked like the team that they did in Weeks 1 and Weeks 2. Week 3 right now looking like a massive fluke. So full credit to them for the way they played after a tough loss. So Dallas looking scary. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Yeah, I know that hurts to say, Vegas, about because your team and all. But really, the Cowboys are just, God, wow, they are just a great football team. They keep having games like those Cardinals games where we're obviously going to drop them lower on this list. But I mean, wow, that defense is just demonstrative. It's disgusting. Tony Pollard didn't even play a big role in the game against the Pats. So just imagine if you've got this defense and you can get that run game together. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over, dude. They just need to really, I guess, be a little more cohesive on offense and defense. But overall, they are the third best team. They are just a great team.
Yeah, I completely agree. Really excited to see what they're going to be able to do going forward. Alrighty, coming in at number 2, we've got ourselves the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, one of two teams in the NFL who are 4-0. They've had an excellent start to the year, and they're coming off of a win against the Washington Commanders in overtime, where they looked a little shaky. Commanders put together an impressive comeback, but their offense still put up big numbers, a lot of points, and were able to get the job done in overtime. Now, the Commanders aren't an easy team to play, and divisional games are always weird. That's just a fact of life. If two teams are in the same division and they go to play each other, you forget everything you know about both of those teams for that game. Last year, the Commanders were able to defeat the Eagles. They were pretty close this year. Even if the Commanders aren't a great team, they're not an easy team to play either. So the Eagles able to get the job done. They have started 4-0, and that is why they're number 2 on this list. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Yeah, it seems like the commies might just be Hurts's kryptonite. But I think the stat was 20-0 on his last regular season starts. So he just keeps winning. He just is not losing, and it's great. It's great to see. I love Jalen Hurts. A great defense, a great special teams. That kicker came in clutch, man. Great offense, great line too, and DeAndre Swift. I mean, not only do you have Jalen Hurts, you've got Penny and Hurt and Swift. They're just things are being cohesive and they're working together. Everything that the Cowboys are, the Eagles are, but just a little bit better. So, and I'm excited to see how the Eagles continue forward.
Yeah, the Eagles got a lot going from them. They got a really well put together squad. They definitely win in a bit of an ugly fashion, but they're winning football games, and that's what matters right now. Alrighty, and coming in at number 1, you all know who it is. It's the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners, the only other 4-0 team. They have had themselves quite a start to the year, and they're coming off of a comfortable win against the Arizona Cardinals this past weekend. 35-16, just spanked them and sent them home crying. The Niners are rolling. Their offense filled with all kinds of weapons who are all playing very well. Christian McCaffrey had 4 touchdowns this past weekend. Their defense looking as scary as ever. They're just dominating teams and playing really, really good football. And so far, they've just looked like the best team in the league. T-Bone, your thoughts?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, Purdy definitely took a step forward. I think we're all forgetting Brock Purdy's their quarterback, and he took a step forward too. This isn't just a Shanahan scheme quarterback. He is a talented guy, and I'm glad they got him. Christian McCaffrey is just, I miss him every day, but I'm so glad he's thriving. He is doing what he needs to do, and he just keeps winning, keeps playing games, keeps getting touchdowns. The whole 49ers system is great. A great defense and a great offense and very solid special teams. You've got all of it in one package. You know, some of these teams on this list, there's some of their defenses have taken little steps back. Some of them have offenses that are kind of lackluster. 49ers, that's not there. You've got the defensive player of the year. You've got a great offensive trio. I don't even know if it's a trio anymore. There's so many players. Samuel Ayuk, Kittle, McCaffrey, Purdy, special teams, solid. It's just all of it is just a great football team. I don't know when they're gonna lose this list. I don't know when they're gonna be toppled. It may be the Eagles, but who knows?
I don't know if they can be toppled. They've been playing some pretty darn good football so far, and they're really excited to see what they're able to do for the rest of the year. Alrighty, that's going to round out our top 10. Coming in at number 10, we've got the Buccaneers. Number 9, the Ravens. Number 8, the Lions. Number 7, the Seahawks. Number 6, the Chiefs. Number 5, the Dolphins. Number 4, the Bills. Number 3, the Cowboys. Number 2, the Eagles. And number 1, the San Francisco 49ers. Please let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and feel free to drop your own top 10 teams if you would like. Alrighty, that is going to do it for us today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to subscribe, and we will see you all in the next video.